Hi, I'm Bugsy and I'm a recovering addict. I'm going to be reading just for today, November 12th, 2024, Our Own Story, page 330, basic text, page 98. When we honestly tell our own story, someone else may identify with us. Many of us have heard truly captivating speakers at Narcotics Anonymous conventions. We remember the audience alternating between tears of identification and joyous hilarity. Someday, we may think, I'm going to be a main speaker at a convention too. Well, for many of us, that day has yet to arrive. Once in a while, we may be asked to speak at a meeting near where we live. We might speak at a small convention workshop. But after all this time, we're still not hot convention speakers, and that's okay. We've learned that we too have a special message to share, even if it's only at a local meeting with 15 or 20 addicts in attendance. Each of us has only our own story to tell. That's it. We can't tell anyone else's story. Every time we get up to speak, many of us find all the clever lines and funny stories seem to disappear from our minds. But we do have something to offer. We carry the message of hope. We can and do recover from our addiction, and that's enough. Just for today, I will remember that my honest story is what I share the best. Today, that's enough. You only have one story to tell. And like the literature says, that's enough. By God isn't enough. Don't worry about she's a better storyteller or he had a more epic addiction, because there's no such thing. You tell the story as it happened to you. And there's no glory in having some fantastic story to tell about how you went through your addiction. The only glory that you will find in your addiction is the day you get sober and the recovery life you live after. That's the glory part of addiction. Because there's nothing glamorous about getting high, getting drunk, and losing all sights of yourself. You never know when your story is going to help. Your story. Nobody else's story. Your story is going to help somebody. Because there have been stories that I've heard that were just like, wow, I can't believe it. Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I'm so sorry. But it didn't speak to me in a way because I didn't go through that. I've never been arrested. I never lived in a tent, in a drainage ditch, those kind of things. I never lived behind a Walmart. I can't relate to it, but I can sympathize. But then when I start talking about my story, about losing my kids, getting evicted, moving to motel, living in a car and all this stuff, there are people who are like, I lost my kids too, or I lived in motels too, or this happened to me. You never know when your story is going to resonate with somebody else. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of testimonials that an addict can go through and experience and share. That doesn't mean you're going to relate to all of them. But your story may be relatable to somebody. And as sad as it sounds that somebody can relate to the pain you went through, it's also beautiful that you're not doing it alone. And now you guys are in recovery, and maybe your story is going to help somebody find their recovery, find their glory. Just tell your story. Just speak your story. Don't try to embellish and make it so elaborate that it sounds like it came from the desk of a writer. Just speak your truth. Help somebody else out in recovery. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.